Here we go. So, quote of the week. If you want something you've never had, you have to be willing to do something you've never done. Quote of the week. Next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is our team goals. If you guys want to go ahead and jot this down, I know that all of you guys have your individual goals, but all of your guys' individual goals also add to our team goal. So as an office, our goal is to sell $125,000 by November 22nd. And if we do this, we will become the #1 office in the entire company, and we'll pass Alexander Sylvester, and we will win a silver freaking cup, a national freaking title, if we can hit this goal. So what we've done so far, we've done 55,508. What we have left is 69,491. So what we need per week as a team, as an office, we need $8,686 in sales per week for the next 8 weeks to pass Alexander Sylvester and put us in a spot for winning a national title. And this national title is going to be a big deal. You guys are a contribution to that. It's not only it's not like a trophy that I win, it's a trophy that our office wins. And you guys can be a part of a championship winning team. Imagine being able to put that on your resume, saying I was a part of the #1 office in the entire company. That's huge. That's huge. We're here to win championships. I'm here to be #1. I'm not sure about you guys, but my competitive nature, I work way too hard. I go way too hard to be #2. I don't like being #2. Number 1 is cool, but I hate being #2. So these are some of our goals that we need. So with that being said, every single demo matters, every single phone call matters, every single sale matters, and it counts towards our office, it counts towards our sales, and it helps us put us in a good spot to win a national title. So speaking of our national title, here's our Silver Cup standings. So we've had a little bit of movement. We are at 57,799 in sales for the entire year so far. We got to pass Rose. We got to pass Rose. I actually know Rose. She's only 6K ahead of us. And dude, this week, I think we could pass her. I think we could pass her and move to that #7 spot. If we can move one spot every single week, we can get Alex. We can get Alex. Alex is sitting pretty good at 252 and less than 100K away. Less than 100K away. Guys, if we put together some really good weeks in the next up and coming weeks, we could pass him. We could be #1 in the entire company. We're #8 right now. Being in top 10 is cool, but I'd rather be top 5. Once we hit top 5, I'd rather be top 2, but I'm not 2. So bars, I like that. Quote it. Someone write it down, quote it. And then how we did last week. Last week, we were the #4 office in the entire company at 3,100. Casey barely beat us by $400. It was a really close race between 1 and 4. We beat Alexander Sylvester last week, so we got a little bit of a lead on him, like a $200 lead, but getting a little bit of a lead still better than no lead. So that's what we have going on in the Silver Cup race and how our office did last week. Next thing, I want to do some appreciation for some orders so far for the week. The week started on Tuesday. Miss Ashley Fetty placing 1 order on the board at 113. So 1 clap for Ashley on 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And then we got Christian Nazario placing an order at 299. 1 clap for Christian on 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And being on the board before team meeting is absolutely huge. It slingshots you into the weekend. The weekends are some of our biggest days and some of our biggest times where we get the biggest sales. So being able to dive into a team meeting with an order on the board is absolutely huge. And it was always big for me and my confidence as well. So last week, we did $3,391 in sales. Reps over $1,000 in sales. Miss Annie Neeson, no stranger to the newsletter. So let's do some appreciation. Let's do some appreciation. Let's do some recognition. This is your first team meeting. I'm going to say the person's name, what their sales were, and then we're going to clap all at the same time just to give you guys that appreciation. So first on our screen, Christian Nazario, 163 CPO. 1 clap for Christian on 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we got Andrew from the training class, 288 CPO. 1 clap for Andrew on 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we got Karina Mays, 2 orders on the board, 313. 1 clap for Karina, 1, 2, 3. And then we got Christopher Plum, also starting this weekend at 966, so close to hitting his first promotion. And what I really appreciate about Chris is his constant communication. He's constantly calling me, checking in, asking questions, shooting me text messages. And I just love his willingness and his eager to learn. He's like a freaking sponge. He's always asking what he can do to be better. And he's constantly learning, growing, and adapting so far. So Chris, I just want to say, dude, I really appreciate your communication. I really appreciate you reaching out. I love teaching. I love coaching. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that. So one clap for Chris on 3. 1, 2, 3. And then on the newsletter, over $1,000 in sales for the week, Miss Annie Neeson at $1,437 in sales for the week. I think that deserves a 2 clap. So can I get a 2 clap for Annie Neeson on 3? 1, 2, 3. There we go. I love it. I love it. Next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is our Consistency Club. So what Consistency Club is getting over $1,000 in sales for the week. So the goal every single week is to be over $1,000 in sales. Why is being over $1,000 in sales for the week so important and so crucial? Here's why. When you're over $1,000 in sales, you got to be part of the newsletter. Now, what the newsletter is a national email that gets sent out to every single manager and Cutco sales professional in our entire company. And they get to see how everyone else is doing. Bruce Goodman, our president, looks at it. Drew Frank looks at it. Lloyd Reagan, myself. We are constantly looking at that newsletter. So $1,000 in sales for the week guarantees you guys a baller paycheck. No matter what percentage you're at, you're going to be making a pretty good paycheck. So with that being said, if you are 5 weeks in a row over $1,000 in sales, you get an entertainer pack for free from your boy. I love giving you guys free Cutco. So sell a lot of Cutco so I can give you guys some more Cutco. If you're over 10 weeks in a row over $1,000 in sales, you get a free engraved K-bar from your boy. So Miss Annie Neeson is just been tearing up this competition. She's over 13 weeks in a row over $1,000 in sales. So I need someone to compete with Annie. I need someone to put up $1,000 weeks and give Annie the run for her money. And Annie, keep it up. Keep that lead. If you get over newsletter in the next 2 weeks in a row, you will actually set our Colorado Springs record for most weeks in a row over $1,000 in sales, which is pretty cool. You'll be beating my record, which is kind of irritating. But records are meant to be broken. So Annie Neeson, 15 weeks in a row over $1,000 in sales. You beat my record, and you get to be on our Cutco board out there on our record board in the Colorado Springs office. So who's going to break that record? Who's going to take it from Annie? Who is it going to be? Chris is like, it's going to be me. I'm going to do it. Hell yeah. I love it. Next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is just some promotions in the house who give themselves a pay raise this week. So no one for this week. So I want you guys to point to someone on your screen who hasn't hit their first promotion yet, because I know there's a couple of you guys who haven't hit their first promotion yet. I want you guys to say next week, because that's when you're going to hit your promotion, is next week. All right, so 3, 2, 1, next week. And then a special promotion in the house, Eduardo hitting his $3,000 promotion on the verge of his $6,000 promotion. Very close. Let me go ahead and spotlight Eduardo for you guys. Here we go. So that's Eduardo. And what I really like about Eduardo is that he has that cool, calm confidence. Everything he does, he's like, oh, Trey, by the way, just sold this. Trey, by the way, sold this. Trey, by the way, sold this. And like, it is constant. He's constantly booking demos. He's constantly selling big sets. He sold an ultimate set 2 weeks ago, which was pretty fire as well, to put him over that $3,000 promotion. So Eduardo, if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself, what are some tips and advice to give to people who haven't hit their first or second promotion yet? And what are some of the things that you're doing that is leading you to that sales success?
Well, basically, sorry about that. Just constantly making appointments, not letting the no sales bother me, sticking to the scripts. That's pretty much what I've been doing, and just trying to having that confidence in my voice with when I'm reading that script as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. So a lot of good nuggets in there. So one, he said constantly be phoning, be booking appointments. It's hard to sell Cucco if you don't have any appointments ahead. So he's like, hey, I'm phoning a ton. I love that. Next is reading your script. Eduardo, does the script work?
Yes, it does.
And you read it word for word, bar for bar, verse for verse every single time?
Pretty much.
Awesome. So guys, the script works. Read the script. And then lastly, he said confidence. Put in that confidence in your voice. If you're not too confident, fake it till you make it. Fake it for the next 45 minutes and just get it done. Get her done. For 45 minutes. Everyone can do that. So I want everyone to give Eduardo a 2 clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I want you to point to someone on your screen who hasn't hit their $3,000 promotion yet. I want you to say next week, because that's when they're going to hit it, is next week. So 3, 2, 1.
Next week.
Next week. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Next is Miss Karina Mays. She hit her $6,000 promotion, but she was having some issues hopping on, and she's just having some stuff going on in her personal life, so she's not here, but it's getting recorded. So Karina, I'm so freaking proud of you, one of our assistant managers in training, on pace to become an assistant manager. So 1 clap for Karina on 3. 1, 2, 3. And I want you to point to someone on your screen who hasn't hit their $6,000 promotion yet. I want you to say next week. 3, 2, 1. Next week. And then no one hitting 10K yet. And then Miss Annie Neeson, she did this 2 weeks ago. She hit her $20,000 promotion. She's now at 35%, and she is right on the verge of her $30,000 promotion, getting very close to that mark. All those weeks in a row over newsletters really starting to add up and starting to compound. So Annie Neeson, proud of you, homegirl. Keep it up, keep crushing it, keep killing it. So point to someone on your screen who hasn't hit their $20,000 promotion yet. And I want you to say next week. 3, 2, 1. Next week. And then $50,000 in sales. That is our next big promotion level. Annie's really close. She's about halfway there to hitting it, and I think that she can hit it very soon. So everyone point to someone on your screen who hasn't hit their $50,000 promotion. I want you to say next week. 3, 2, 1.
Next week.
Next week. Awesome. I love it. I love it. And if you guys are still in your fast start, which I know a couple of you guys are still in their fast start, getting to $10,000 in sales in your first 10 days on the job, it is possible. It is doable. I've seen people do crazier things. It has always come down to the wire. It has always come down to the last couple of days. So utilize those extra days, utilize your fast start to get off to a really fast start. So we got Marissa Feltoon, Nicholas Beckman, Jacob Burnett, Jonathan Malnor, Nor Nizrat, Kayla Weber, Daniel Boyle, and Tristan Miner is in all of our $10,000 Fast Start Hall of Fame. And you guys will also have the chance and the opportunity, if you're still in your Fast Start, to still get on this wall. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Next thing, I want to give some appreciation to our staff, our lovely, beautiful staff, and all of their beautiful smiling faces. So we got Isabella Strublo. Isabella, if you want to give everyone a nice little wave. Woo, that's Isabella. If you guys haven't met her yet, she's absolutely awesome and fantastic. She is my right-hand side. She's my right-hand person. She sent you guys a text message earlier today reminding you guys about team meeting. So that's Isabella's number. Please make sure you guys do respond to her. Make sure you guys text her your name so she has your guys' contact information. When you guys are talking to Isabella, you guys are basically talking to me. When you're talking to me, you're basically talking to Isabella. So that is Isabella. Miss Annie Neeson, you've heard me talk about her. She's kind of leading our sales side of things. Over $25,000 in career sales, about to hit her $30,000 promotion, which is absolute fire. And then Zach Utera, who you're going to be speaking or hearing from, speak here in a little bit as well. So I'm not going to dive in too much to you, Zach, quite yet, because I'm going to talk nice about you here in a little bit. And then our assistant managers in training. Oh, sorry, Zach, give everyone a wave so everyone knows who you are. Awesome. And then Annie, I don't know what you're doing right now, but you guys can see Annie is down and she's in the bottom right-hand side for me. I don't know where she is for you guys, but that's Annie Neeson, our other assistant manager. And then our assistant managers in training, we have Ashley Fetty and Karina Mays. These two young ladies are on the way to becoming an assistant manager and getting that next promotion level and advancing throughout our company. So Ashley, if you want to give everyone a wave. Let everyone know who you are. So that's Miss Ashley Fetty. She's one of our assistant managers in training as well. With that being said, you guys, I am looking for more assistant managers. I'm looking to promote people. I'm looking for people who want to advance and who want to pursue this as a career and advance through the ranks. So if you guys are interested in advancement opportunity, please let me know as soon as possible. I am looking for more of them. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into our first teaching topic of today. Our teaching topic of today. So if you guys want to go ahead and pull out your guys' notes, and go ahead and title this Vector Opportunity, the Vector Opportunity. So Zach and I have been having a lot of conversations for the past couple of days just about how we can promote the Vector Opportunity and really present the opportunity of Vector to you guys. And I'm not going to take away too much of his talk and his talking points, but Zach is an absolute rock star. I've been working with him for the past couple of months, actually. He is one of the best people I've ever had the chance of working with. Motivated, smart as shit. His marketing, his ideas, he challenges my thoughts all the time, which makes me mad because I tell him to challenge my thoughts in the way that we do things. But the diversity of thought is the catalyst to a good genius. And Zach, you definitely are the diversity of thought that our office needs. So giving his first team meeting talk, Mr. Zach Utera. Make sure you guys take good notes on this part. And Zach, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you very much, Trey. All right, so I'm really excited to give this talk. Highly encourage note taking, even if you're not usually the one to take notes. I'm kind of the same way, so I know. Like Trey said, I have a background in marketing. I've been super excited about this new project I've been working on. I'm trying to find ways to make this opportunity just far more appealing and just show people for what it is. So that being said, I'm here to talk about the Vector Opportunity and how in 2 to 3 years you can pull up a 6-figure income and have complete financial freedom. This is a chance to escape the effects of inflation and live a good and fun life in a very short time. So I've seen a lot online that says this job is too good to be true. And I think it's really sad that people turn away from this opportunity because they're scared, because this is different from the norm. Well, let me tell you, the norm is super shitty if you haven't noticed. Anyone who's entering their adult lives can't afford to live on their own. In Colorado Springs, you need about $3,000 a month to live in a decent 2-bedroom apartment with modern features like AC, decent appliances, or like a in-unit washer and dryer, which is huge. I hate going to a laundromat. And you'll need even more in the future because inflation never stops. It only temporarily slows. So here's how you can change your mindset utilizing these 5 tips. Tip number 1, willingness to learn, adapt, grow, and change. And this is huge. The only thing holding you back from doing what you want to do is yourself. Nothing else. If you commit to a plan of action, good things will happen. Trick is, though, no one can do it for you. You got to do it. And you'll hear Trey say this one a lot, and he loves it. Show up and show out. Showing up is half the battle, and it's really easy. It's literally just showing up. You guys already showed up. Awesome job. Halfway there. Now, showing out means, to me, that you show up with a positive mindset, a willingness to learn and try new things, and a willingness to grow and develop new skills. These are all super important. You can't do anything unless you want to do it, right? So, talking about doing things. Step 2, implementation, taking action. I think the most important part of this is managing your time well. And if anyone needs help setting up a Google Calendar to manage your time better, Trey, Isabella, or myself can help you with that. So if you don't have a calendar set up right now, no worries. Hit up any one of us after the meeting and we'll help you out. Now, Nike has honestly had it all along. They say just do it, right? And it really is that simple. So don't make excuses. Don't come up with reasons why you can't or don't want to for just the sake of getting out of it. I know, because I used to do that way too much. Trying my best to not do it anymore. So if you make a plan, write down your goals, break down your goals into steps, and take it one step at a time, you'll have a lot easier time with it. Most importantly, though, don't give up. Don't ever give up. Failing is a part of life. It's a part of everything we do, but you can't have success without failure. Failure is a learning opportunity. That's the way I look at it. Giving up, however, is complete failure and never leads to success. You're never going to get anything out of it. Most businesses crumble because the owners gave up and because they didn't believe in themselves enough. If they just kept going and believed in themselves, they probably could have done it. Most likely could have done it. So taking action is huge. Now, tip number 3. I want to talk about how this opportunity is the best of both worlds. And this is one of my favorite parts, honestly, because this will show why this is such a ridiculously awesome opportunity without any numbers involved. So as a business owner and as a sales rep, you're considered a business owner already. Starting a business is insanely risky. You have to put everything on the line. You have to invest in it. You have to provide a product or service. You have to worry about legalities, your own bookkeeping, and countless other responsibilities. You're simultaneously president, CEO, COO, and CFO. But guess what? As a sales rep here, you have the benefits of being your own boss and having the resources of a national corporation. So legalities, bookkeeping, what's that? Doesn't matter, right? You don't have to worry about it. Provide a product or service, product's already provided. We teach you how to give a service. So you're given all the resources needed to succeed. Literally all you have to do is sell the product and you're treated as a business owner. That's insane. That's a really awesome opportunity. I love it. Now, tip number 4. Here's where I talk about the numbers. This isn't your standard entry-level opportunity. This is a chance to make some serious money very quickly, relatively speaking. And what that means is a career that requires about 4 to 5 years of college. It's like a bachelor's degree. Can make you similar money depending on what you go into. However, that will take at the very least twice as long. And for most people, 3 to 4 times as long. So it's not as efficient. Now, for those of you taking notes, don't worry too much about this number section because I shortened the notes for you. And I'm just going to paste it in the chat. Make it nice and easy for you. So that way you don't have to worry about writing it down. I just want you guys to listen to this part and really take it in. So say you use what we teach you effectively. 40 demos a week translates to $10,000 in sales, right? So using the 4-to-1 ratio, it will take you roughly 640 calls a month to book 40 demos a week, every week. Now, let's say you can handle about 30 calls per hour. That is 21.3 hours to book 160 demos for the month. It's not even an hour a day of phoning. So for 21.3 working hours a month, because phoning time is working time, and 160 hours of having fun with your customers and friends, making connections, that's not bad at all for $40,000 in sales every month, right? Even at just 10%, it's $4,000 a month. But your first promotion is at $1,000, right? So you'll get a lot more than that. At 50%, the rate CSPs get, which is the vector opportunity, CSP, that's $20,000 a month. That's all yours. So even with half of the effort, doing 20 demos a week with 320 calls a month, effectively working less than 100 hours in the entire month, less than a full-time job, at 50%, you're still making $10,000 a month. This is a no-brainer. And I love no-brainer opportunities because it just makes sense, right? So my question is, where else are you going to make that kind of money this easily? in 2 to 3 years. It's unheard of. And seriously, if you know something, tell me, because I would love to know. Now, are these numbers optimistic? Absolutely. But you have to be optimistic in business to be successful. Negative thinking will only bring you down. That's all it does. Negative thinking offers zero positive upside. So don't beat yourself up. Give everything a positive spin. Now, these numbers are also realistic if you put the work in to practice the skills required. You're obviously not going to make that money right at the start, right? But if you put in the effort, if you give it a full-time job worth of effort, practice all the skills we teach you, take everything we teach you and use it effectively, all of this is realistic. We also have a lot of CSBs already showing us that even more than $20,000 a month is realistic. Curtis JQs. That guy is ridiculous. What is he at, like 10 million in sales or like really close to it?
9.8 million.
9.8. My God. So $4.4 million. It's just his. Just from selling knives. It's crazy. So I've talked about what it takes to put in the action, take action, giving you the numbers, kind of painted the picture of what this opportunity looks like as a business owner working with a corporation, which is just awesome. Now, tip number 5, I want to paint the vision for you. So say you follow all the steps provided, do everything you need to do, and take your business seriously. You now have a successful business, enough money to live comfortably, and enough extra to either invest in new opportunities or spend it how you please. So as a business owner, you don't request time off, you just take it. You don't dream or wish to visit a certain place, you just go there. You don't plan for your dream house wondering if you'll ever get it. You save up and you build it yourself. Dreams aren't just dreams anymore. They're obtainable. They're realistic. And that's what it's like to have complete independence, relying on no one but yourself. That's why I think this opportunity is so amazing. So in conclusion, take your business seriously, please. If anything, just take it seriously. It can lead to so many good things. And all you have to do is put in the effort. So no matter how long you're here for, whether it's a week, a month, or a year, I'd hate for anyone to leave without at least exploring this opportunity. So my question for all of you is, what is the first step you're going to take? Is it calling everyone on your chicken list? Is it making more calls during phone jam? Is it sending a ton of messages to build your names list? What's the one thing that you can do today that will set you up for success? And I want you to put it in the chat box. Think about it, put it in the chat box, because I want to see it. Make more calls, Tanis, awesome. Eduardo, call more people per day. Calls are essential. That's the working time, right? You can do that, everything else just comes to you. It's easy. Christian, call all the prospects on my list. Nice. Christopher, get rid of fears around talking to people. That's a really good one. My best friend and roommate has or has had like crippling social anxiety. So working in public at like retail job was a nightmare, but he got past it. And he's doing awesome now. He loves it. He can talk to people. Gavin, meet more people. Yeah, build that names list, man. Andrew, socialize with more people. Yep, awesome. Yeah, Andy, that's huge. Absolutely huge. And you can get there with practice. It all just takes practice, right? Isabella, call chicken list. Yeah. Get past that nervousness. They're people you know, right? So just call them up, talk to them. There's no harm in that. Ashley, making more phone calls each day, more consistently at different times of the day. That's true. Different people are busy at different times of the day. So phone in sessions of 1 to 2 hours, split it up, different times of the day, different days of the week. Change it up, see what works best. All right, awesome. Well, thanks for all the responses, guys. I love it. I hope you gained something from this talk. I hope you really look at this opportunity for what it is, because it's insane. I haven't seen anywhere else offer a program this beneficial.
Awesome.
So thanks a lot.
Go ahead and give Zach a round of applause. Yo, that was fire. That was fire. Zach, dude, I am so proud of you, my man. That was baller. You got me inspired and motivated. I'm about to bring out my sample kit and start making phone calls and doing demos myself after that. Shoot. Awesome. So, cool. Let's go ahead and transition into our next teaching topic of today. And it's going to be me. I'm going to be teaching you guys dropping down skills. I'm going to be teaching you guys dropping down skills. Skills for dropping down. So you guys can go ahead and put a little squiggly line on your guys' notes and title this dropping down. Dropping down. So you guys have all heard of me talk about the rule of 7, right? Show of hands, everyone knows what the rule of 7 is? Perfect, perfect. So the rule of 7 is so key and so important. And so what I really wanted to do with this is I wanted to kind of dive in a little bit deeper in depth about the rule of 7. So I want you guys to put this down in your notes. First things first is cater to your customers' needs. That is the first step in dropping down, is catering to your customers' needs. I just got done talking to the advanced training group about this, so it's fresh on my mind. But cater to your customers' needs. Behind me, I have a galley, a homemaker, and an ultimate set. Not everyone's going to need an ultimate set. Not everyone's going to need a homemaker set. Not everyone's going to need a galley set. Right? Cater to your customers' needs. Now, do some people need ultimate sets? Absolutely. Eduardo sold one last week. People need them. Right? Do people also just need one single trimmer? They just need that one knife? Absolutely. So what it's your guys' job to do is, yes, this job is customer sales, but this job is also customer sales and service. Customer sales and service. So make sure you guys are doing your customers a service. You're catering to their needs. So in the dropping down process, after you get down to the homemaker, I just have a couple of questions that you guys can ask your customers. So question number 1 is, what are your diets like? Are they vegetarian? Do they eat a lot of veggies? Are they eating a lot of meats? Are they cooking at home a lot? What kind of cooking are they doing? Are they doing a lot of barbecues? Are they hosting a lot? These are all questions that you can know to help cater to your customers' needs. If someone's a vegetarian, do you think that you should recommend a meat cleaver to them? No, they're not going to use a meat cleaver. Right? They're vegetarians. What would they use that for? You're going to probably recommend a chef knife, a trimmer, and maybe a spatula spreader, right? For all those veggie needs. So make sure you're dropping down and catering to their needs, asking those questions of, what's your diet look like? How often are you cooking? What type of foods are you cooking? These are all great questions to ask your customer as you're dropping down. Because there may be a couple things you're like, hey, these pieces kind of remind me of this set. I remember one time I was doing a presentation for Miss Karen Rowan. It was Reese Rowan's mom. And Reese Rowan, he went to Pine Creek, played football there. And his mom was like, I just need these 5 pieces. These are the 5 pieces that I think I would use every single day. And I was like, well, actually, these pieces actually come in our essentials +5. All the 5 pieces that you need come in this set. And if you get in the set, it's going to be a lot cheaper. And I can throw in those super shoes that you really liked. She was perfect. I'm sold. Sold her an essentials set. right? And it's because I asked what she wanted and I asked what kind of cooking and what kind of style she needs. She gave me the 5 pieces that she needed, and they happened to be in a set, which was awesome. So I want to make sure that you guys are dropping down and catering to your customers' needs and in the pieces that they're needing. The mentality you should have with dropping down, and I want you guys to write this down, is sell them a set or sell them something. Sell them a set or sell them something. Every single demo you do, your goal is to make Mrs. Jones pull out her wallet. I did not leave a demo, and I went into every single demo with the mentality of Mrs. Jones is going to buy something. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know if it's an ultimate set or it's a sheath for a trimmer or even an oven mitt. An oven mitt's 3 CPO. I don't care. Right? Whatever it is, Mrs. Jones is pulling out of her wallet and she's getting something today. I don't care about your guys' average order. I don't. I really don't. What I care about is your guys' closing percentage. And the reason why I had a 90% closing percentage as an assistant manager and even as a branch manager was because I had that mentality. Every single demo I did, they're going to get something. They are going to get something. It's just a matter of finding out what it is. So if your customer's a 7 and they need to be asked a million times and shown everything, or if they're a 1 and they say, hey, I like this, let's get this. No matter what it is, it's your job to find out what number they are. It's your job to cater to their needs. And if you start getting down to like the special like the pick 5, buy 3, get 1, gadget special, reserving the buy now bonus, here are a couple of really good questions that you can ask throughout your presentation to help really cater to your customers' needs. So question number 1 is, how much money are you looking to spend today? How much money are you looking to spend today? Are you on a monthly budget? What's your monthly budget looking like? Are you looking for a set? Or are you looking more for pieces? Those 3 questions are huge. I remember one time I was doing a presentation with my old science teacher, Miss Barbrick, shout out her. Miss Barbrick, she goes, Trey, I can only spend $300 today. That's just what's in my budget for this, is $300. I said, okay, cool. Let's look and see what we can do. And so we ended up getting her a galley set and then put it on a 5-pay. And I was like, cool, every month it's going to be $300. And then, because you're my science teacher and because you gave me good grades, I'll also throw in a pair of super shoes for you. And that's what she ended up doing. Now, I wasn't saying like, because what the galley is what? 900 and something? 11, 10, 46? I don't know what the galley is. But it's over $1,000, right? Galley's over $1,000. Now, I wasn't saying, oh, hey, you need to get this galley set because it's over $1,000 and I want to get my next promotion. No, I catered to her needs. Her needs and her budget was $300 a month. That was what she could afford. So I said, perfect. Let's find something that's in that budget. I remember I did a presentation for Heather Parrish and Heather Parrish's mom. She's like, Trey, I can only spend $100 a month. That's it. I was like, cool. Well, if you get $300 worth of stuff, we can actually put it on a 3-pay and it'd be $100 a month for the next 3 months. And it would still fit into your budget. Very rarely did I come into a customer that legitimately cannot afford Cutco. Now, are there some people out there that are married over the age of 30, live in a house who legitimately cannot afford Cutco? Yes, absolutely. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying most people can. So even if it's dropping down and selling a single cutting board, if it's selling a medium-sized cutting board, a trimmer sheath, getting Cutco into people's homes is going to be key, because guess what? Once they see the value of Cutco, once they use it, once they touch it, it's game over. It's game over. They'll be calling you back for more. Every single year, I have customers calling me back asking for more. And I did presentations for them like 3+ years ago. And I still have them calling asking for more. I know even some of you guys on this call have had people come back and ask to buy more. So you guys, in the dropping down process, sell them a set or sell them something. Your mentality going into every single demo Your mentality going into every single appointment should be to sell them a set or sell them something. Next thing I want to go ahead and talk about with dropping down is as you drop down, energy goes up. As you drop down, energy goes up. You want to get more excited as you drop down because then you're hitting that sweet spot. You're hitting that sweet spot of, oh yeah, they're going to get something. We're getting closer to their target budget. They're getting closer to that next yes. So this is how the drop down should look like. Mrs. Jones, I'm going to be doing my job if I didn't ask you if you'd like to get this homemaker set today and receive your free set of gifts. How does that sound? No, you don't want it. If you don't mind me asking, what about the homemaker set are you unsure of? It's a little too much money. Yeah, I completely understand. $14.19 is a lot all at once. That's why most of our customers split it up over 5 months interest free. So it'll only be $309 today. How does that sound? Still too expensive? No worries. Let's go to the galley set. Now, Mrs. Jones, the galley set, it's a few less knives for a lot less money, and it still has all the tools that you'll need. It has all of these tools, and I can still throw in those those entertainer pack, super shears, or a kitchen tool set for free if you get this galley set today. Would you mind? Is that something you're interested in? Would you like to get that set today? Smile and nod. No? All right, cool. Let's go ahead and go to our starter sets. Our starter sets are awesome. There are a few of our most popular knives combined into smaller sets. And because you're still buying in a set, it's much cheaper because all of our sets come with a discount. So here are all of our sets. Which sets do you like the best? You liked our gourmet set? Cool. Our gourmet set is only $300 a month for the next 2 months. How does that sound? Still too expensive? No worries. So what we can actually do, this is my favorite part. This is our pick 5 special. So you can pick any 5 knives that you want, and you can get a 4-pack of table knives or super shears for free. This is going to be the Mrs. Jones set. This is going to be your special set, which is awesome. And so what 5 pieces do you see yourself using the most? If Cutco was raining from the sky and it landed all in your front yard, what are the 5 pieces you're picking up first, Mrs. Jones? Cool, you're picking up these 5 pieces. Awesome. So these 5 pieces is actually going to be $500 even, which is $100 a month on the 5-month payment plan. And I can get you a 4-pack of table knives because I know you were really liking those table knives. How does that sound? Oh, still too much? No worries. You're really going to like this. This is our buy 3, get the 4th free. So out of these 5 knives that you picked, which one could you live without? Cool, this one. Awesome. Well, these 4 knives is $400. And since it still is over $400, you can still put it on a 5-pay. So it'd be $94 a month for the next 5 months. How does that sound? Still too much? Yeah, no worries. Well, what we have is our gadget special. So if you spend over $175 today, any of those gadgets from the entertainer pack or a wine opener or a can opener, you can get 100% for free. So what 2 knives did you like the best? And what gadget was your favorite? Oh, you really like the wine opener, the cheese knife, and then the butcher knife? Perfect. So if you get the butcher knife and the cheese knife, I can get you that wine opener for free. Still too expensive? Awesome. Well, Mrs. Jones, as long as you buy something today, my office can throw in free discounts for you in the future. So what's the one piece of Cutco that you just absolutely cannot live without? I honestly recommend a trimmer. A trimmer is our most sold knife since 1949. It has that double D edge. It'll last you a long time. That was the first piece that my mom got, and she absolutely loves it. So do you want to get this trimmer today? And you can still put it on a 2-pay. So it'd be $35 today, and it's $1.33 a day for the next 2 months. Do you want to get that? You do? Awesome. We go ahead and write that up. And because you are reserving the buy now bonus right now, I'm going to get you a free sheath for that trimmer so it stays protected. While I write that up, let's go ahead and look at our gifts and accessories. That is how the dropping down process should look. That's how it should sound, and that's how it should feel. Did you guys see any difference in my excitement level talking about the homemaker versus talking about one single trimmer? No, I stayed consistent. My energy was consistent. My energy was high. And you can even argue that my energy was even higher the lower I got down. And that's what you want to be. That's where you want to be when you're dropping down. You want to cater to their needs. You want to bring that energy. You want to bring that excitement. And you don't want to leave the demo until Mrs. Jones is pulling out her credit card. And you're going to be like, Mrs. Jones, we're going to find something that you're going to like today. And we're going to find something that's in your budget. And you're going to get something today. That's the mentality that you guys should have going into every single presentation that you guys do. So with that being said, go ahead and throw in the chat box your biggest takeaways. Go ahead and throw in the chat box your guys' biggest takeaways. What was one of your biggest takeaways? Zach said, energy drives sales. Keep your energy high and hype up your customer. Absolutely. Eduardo said, keep that same excitement when dropping down. Energy goes up as you drop down. Gavin, absolutely. Be consistent in your excitement. Andrew, I love it. Catering to the needs and what they can do. Isabella, absolutely. How much money are you willing to spend today? Tanis, absolutely. Finding out what works for your customers and what they are comfortable spending with so everyone stays happy. Absolutely. I love those. Those are great takeaways. Grosser said, bring the energy words are hard. Bringing in energy and keeping going throughout the script. Wow, words are hard. It is definitely 6 o'clock. Feeling that fatigue, but that's okay because my energy's up. Cool. Thank you guys for posting those takeaways in the chat box. Now what I need everyone to go ahead and do, let's go ahead and pull out their phones, pull out their scripts, pull out their calendars. We're going to dive into a phone jam. So the goal of this phone jam is for everyone to make 20 calls each. If you make 20 calls in the next hour with a 4-to-1 ratio, everyone will book 5 demos at least. Everyone will book 5 demos. We make 20 calls with a 4-to-1 ratio, 5 demos per rep. That is what the goal is of this phone jam. So with that being said, every call matters. Every demo you book matters. And if someone hasn't told you this today yet, you guys freaking matter. You guys matter to me. You guys matter to the team. And you guys are just meaningful people, and you guys matter, and you guys are absolute rock stars. So with that being said, once you have your script pulled up, once you have your calendar pulled up, once you guys have your Vector Impact apps pulled up or your phones pulled up, give me a nice little phone wiggle. Let me see the numbers. Ashley's ready. Annie's ready. Keep them up, keep them up. Eduardo's ready. Gavin's ready. Chris is ready. Tanis, I need to see it. I need to see it. I need to see the numbers. I need to see the numbers. Tanis is ready. Perfect. Giving me a thumbs up. Awesome, awesome. Well, you guys, make sure, read your script, have fun, smile a ton. Let me know when you guys book a demo so I can celebrate with you guys. So 3, make sure you guys get your phoning voices ready. Me, moo, 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 me. 2, make sure you guys read your script and have a ton of fun. And 1, everyone press dial, baby, dial. Let's book some demos.
More money.
Hey, let's go, Chris. Give me a Zoom high five. Boom. When is it and who's it with?
It's with my aunt, and it's for Saturday at 7 a.m. my time.
Hell yeah, dude. Keep crushing it. Keep phoning. Who's your next phone call going to be to?
Not sure yet. Maybe my friend Rob Planky.
Hell
I
yeah.
can find his number somehow. Or John Rhodes was a friend of mine. So try both of those.
Perfect. Yep. Go ahead and give them a call.
All right.